Hello and welcome to another e-learning how-to guide. Today's guide will be on the topic of independent learning in Moodle. Now this is part one of a two-part series of guides. The first part will be focusing on tracking completion. Now, Moodle 2 allows you to very easily track your students' progress. As you can see in the first picture here, students can see tick boxes next to each activity or resource, which gives them a sense of progression, and it just really helps with independent learning. And teachers get to see that from a tracking sheet. So as you can see here are the activities or resources, and here are the students' names, and it provides you with a chart to see who has done what. This can be done for any activity or resource on your course page, so anything you've created in Moodle or uploaded to Moodle will be able to be tracked. The way in which the activity or resource is completed does vary on the activity or resource. I'll show you some examples of this now. Now, the very first thing you're going to need to do to use completion tracking is to go into the settings of your course. Once you are there, if you scroll down, you should find this option, completion tracking. This will need to be turned on for your course to allow you to do it. However, just turning it on for your course isn't enough. You will then need to enable it for each individual resource. So if you turn editing on and then either edit an existing activity, or you could create a new one. Either way, you can add activity completion settings. So it doesn't have to be a new activity, you can go back and do it in an old one. Now, activity completion. Completion tracking do not indicate activity completion. Students can manually mark the activity as completed. Now, obviously, that means students could just go through and click everything, and they wouldn't necessarily have completed anything in the course. So I would use that with precaution. Some people may still be interested in that. Now, the option I'm going to go for is show activity as complete when conditions are met. Now, the thing is, with a resource, you can't interact with it. All you can do is download it. So the only option I can use here is require view. The student has to view this activity to complete it, because you can't do any more with just a simple file. So I'm going to save and return to the course now. And as you can see, here this file is, and it has been completed. So if I was now to switch role to student, you could see I download this file, and refresh that, and it's now been checked off. So like I said, resources will actually allow the least control, but for example, a forum can provide more options. So I will return to my normal role and edit. Turn editing on and edit this forum down here. Now, a forum provides quite interesting options for activity completion. So again, I'm going to choose show activity as complete when conditions are met. Now, my options here are to require the student to view, just like with that resource. Student must receive a grade. I can't do that one for a forum, because you can't grade them. Require posts. Student must post a discussion or reply. So I'm going to require that they post one discussion or reply. And require replies. Student must post replies. Actually, I'm going to take this off here. So the student must now create a discussion, and the student must post a reply to another student's discussion. And with that, the activity will be ticked off for them. As you can see, you can also add a date in which it has to be completed by, if you wish. So that's a forum. It's quite interesting what you can do here. So it just works hand in hand with each activity, really. I will now show a a group of assignments. Now these can also be set up for activity completion. As you can see, if a student has already marked an activity as complete, then changing anything here will remove that student's completion, so please bear that in mind. If that is the case, you will need to click unlock completion options here. So for assignment, I could say students must view, students must receive a grade, or student must submit to this activity. Now, this depends entirely on how you want to use it. You could use completion tracking just to see who's submitted to an assignment, or you could say it's only complete once they've actually got the pass grade. So yeah, that's how that works. Now, I will now show you how to view the reports for activity completion. As you can see, every activity / resource is displayed here. Every student on your course, you can list it by name. You can download this as a spreadsheet. So yeah, completion tracking is really powerful because a student can really tell where they are in a course, and it's a good way to point out how much is outstanding, and it's also a very good way to guide students because, I mean, rather than having a really cluttered course, they can just look for things they haven't completed, and it's a good way to sort of make sure you've seen everything. On the opposite end, it's a very good way for you as a teacher to track who is doing what, and who still has activities to complete, who hasn't looked at the resources you provided, and so on. It's really powerful, but it's up to you how you want to use it. So I look forward to hearing how this is used around the college.